Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Disney Done Differently as we count down to the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom. It's getting close, October 1st, right around the corner. We're all the way up to episode 38. I thank everybody that's been watching, sending in all the comments. But today, we're walking right down the middle of Main Street. The confectionery, the bakery. Located on the right-hand side of Main Street, as you enter, you get those wonderful smells of all the confectionaries that they're baking on premise and right there. One of my family favorites, fudge. Different types of fudge. So let's do it a little differently. Let's go. Okay, so on the stove on medium heat, I have a double boiler, right? So I have water in the bottom of the pan, and then this pan is vented. That will add the steam to melt for the top. I'm gonna do this a little reverse today, and we're gonna start with peanut butter fudge. You may have seen me do that peanut butter drizzle for the No Way Jose. Very similar process, only this one, we're adding 1 cup of butter, or 2 sticks. Cut them up so that they'll melt faster within pieces, and have your butter at room temperature. As your butter begins to melt, add in 1 cup of peanut butter, your choice. It could be chunky, it could be creamy, it could be the brand of your choice. All I say is take your measuring cup and spray a little bit of that cooking spray in there just before you add in your peanut butter, so it comes out nice and easy while you're preparing all your other ingredients. Nothing will stick. Okay, once everything is combined and it's nice and liquefied, I'm going to move over to the cutting board. Okay, here I have 3 cups of confectionery sugar, and you're just going to sift that into a bowl. By sifting the confectionery sugar, you're going to get out all those lumps, and it'll provide for a smoother peanut butter fudge. These are all the ingredients that you need for peanut butter fudge. It's just confectionery sugar, 3 cups, 1 cup of peanut butter, 1 cup of regular butter, unsalted. You could add vanilla to this if you'd like. I don't feel that it needs it, but I'll show you a special ingredient that we're going to add to our chocolate fudge that we're going to make next. Okay, once you have your confectionery sugar that has been all sifted, you can take that peanut butter mixture and a little at a time start to mix. Get everything incorporated. And this is going to become nice, and you can smell the toasted of the peanut. You'll watch it form right in front of you. This is a great recipe to have the kids get involved with. Just have them be careful with the hot peanut butter and the melted butter. Okay, now for this one, I'm going to put this one, I have just a regular loaf pan, put some parchment paper in it. I'm just going to pour evenly into the center, scraping down the sides. Spread that evenly across. Try to make it as smooth as you can, but remember this is the bottom, because with that parchment paper we're going to be flipping this upside down. Now the hardest part of this whole recipe for the peanut butter one, gotta let it rest. So just find a cool place and put a paper towel over it, cool place in the house, let it rest. We're gonna check this one in about an hour. The good thing is we have another one to make. Let's go. All right, so this next one, easy ingredients, but this is gonna be one of the most controversial videos or part of a video that I'm making. Why? So for tradition, during Christmas time, my mother who's been a big inspiration in my culinary career, has always made fudge for the holidays. And she has a recipe that is an amazing recipe that works. And it works for her. Last year I had the pleasure, I actually made it with her and jacked it all up. It didn't work, we couldn't save it. Folks, I have problems following recipes. So, for this fudge is dedicated to my mother. Ma, guess what? We're doing it differently. Let's go. Okay, so for this recipe, you can double this recipe and it's just gonna make more fudge. So these ingredients that I'm telling you, just double them. This is 1 can or 14.8 ounces of sweetened condensed milk right out of the can into the pot. Key thing for this recipe, high-sided pot, and you don't want something that's thin. You don't want an aluminum. Try to make sure you have a stainless steel pot. Very low heat we're starting with, and we take 2 cups of chopped chocolate, not just chocolate chips. If you're going to use chocolate chips, semi-sweet or bitter chocolate, just make sure you chop it up because you want this to melt as fast as possible into your sweetened condensed milk. Okay, so in here I have a mixture. I have the hazelnut chocolate that I've showed you on a different episode. I have my 70% cacao chocolate that I get at Aldi's, and then I have some chocolate chips at the bottom. Chop them all up roughly and added them into my cup. For this recipe, we're going to add 1 cup of chopped walnuts, a pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of vanilla, and then a secret ingredient that I told you guys about. So let's see how this is coming. Okay, so I'm starting to see small bubbles happening into the sweetened condensed milk. So I'm going to add my chocolate in. Okay, so that's 2 cups of chopped chocolate. You can see how fine it is. And you're just going to start to incorporate this. And you want this to all melt down. Again, low heat is better on this. If you do it at high heat, the sides are going to scorch and it's not going to incorporate well. Also, by chopping the chocolate, you're going to get a faster melt rate. So, okay, I'm okay with where I am on that. I'm going to add in, at this point, 1 teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. There we go. Give that a mix. These are starting to, you can see how nice and smooth this is starting to move. I mean, basically you're making a ganache at this point. And you want to make sure you're getting from the bottom of the pan and turning it around. That's where it's the hottest, so that your chocolate doesn't scorch on the bottom. Now, at this point, I'd say right now we're about 75% there. I'm going to go back onto the heat real quick. I'm adding 1 teaspoon of espresso powder. 1 teaspoon. Instant espresso powder. Does that add a coffee flavor to our fudge? Absolutely not. What it does is it actually brings out more of a chocolate flavor. It's amazing how your mind plays tricks on you with your taste buds. Okay, so now I'm okay with the way it is at this point, and my pan has retention of heat. I'm completely shutting it off, and I'm just going to continue to stir off of the heat. Now at this point is where I'm starting to see that I'm getting the ribbons and the thickness that I'm looking for. I'm going to add in the 1 cup of chopped walnuts. Again, optional. Do not have to do that. But at that point, I'm going to stir to make sure that they're incorporated throughout the fudge. Okay, into the wax, parchment paper, into the pan. And again, just like the peanut butter, gotta wait. Be back in a minute. Okay, it's been about an hour. Let's see. We have our peanut butter fudge. Pull that one out first. That's the one we made first. Just pull up the sides. You want to pull them away. You don't want to just yank it out because then it'll actually crinkle. And keep it as flat as possible. It came out nice. So let's see. Always cut the end so you have a nice flat surface to work off of. There you go, folks. There's your peanut butter fudge. Get that off. Guess that would be about a Disney size fudge piece. Well, we'll see in a minute. Alright, so now for our chocolate. Same thing. I'm going to pick up the sides first to release it from the vessel. See how nice that came out? I'm going to flip it over. Nice and smooth. Okay. And we're going to give, you know what, this one, because it's got the higher edge, I think I'm going to start right here. A Disney size piece, and we'll see. There you go. You got the walnuts in there. You can see the walnuts right inside there. Wonder how it tastes. Let's see. Alright, well, we made some fudge. We got the peanut butter, and then we have the chocolate with the walnuts. And, sorry, Ma. Alright, let's see. I'm going to cut a little piece of the chocolate. That's good. Oh. It's fudgy. I know that's not a word, but it's supposed to be that way. Creaminess, the chocolate melts. You get that little punch of the walnut, but it coats your whole mouth, the cocoa in there. Sorry, Ma, it's not like yours. Yours is the Christmas fudge. This is the Disney fudge. Alright, for the peanut butter. For the peanut butter lovers. Let's see. Wow. That is the best. First time ever making it, folks. I've never made peanut butter fudge a day in my life. But my wife always gets it at Disney. That is the exact flavor, texture, profile that you get. Now, don't forget, if you get the peanut butter one to set first, then maybe pour the chocolate one on top and you can have like a stacked fudge cake. It'd be too much. I hope you liked what you saw today. If you did, please like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends, tell your friends. Peanut butter fudge, what are you gonna do? Till next time, everybody.